not really sure what to say, but I'm just starting another raw chapter. I completely fell off all my previous attempts. So what I was doing this year, I think there are a bunch of playlists in my account that will show you that I did a very, very high raw month back in, can't remember when it was. I think it might have been April. Way back when Jeanette D'Onofrio did her first raw challenge this year. Like she does a free raw challenge where people post and tag her tag her social media in there, like Instagram and Facebook. And I did that challenge way back earlier in the year with the intention of sticking to it for the entire year, like doing that month. And my intention had been to continue for the rest of the year, and the main intention was to lose all my or as much as possible of my excess weight, of which there was less back then, ironically, and I had wanted to lose it all by August, because I just took a trip to America to see my family over there. But the best laid plans, I can't remember how that quote goes, but anyway, I didn't stick to it. I think it was April, because I followed it up with another playlist in May, and May was kind of part raw, part not. And then I attempted in June and failed, and then quite a lot of July I was trying, and then I got to the point where I thought, fuck it, there's not enough time to lose anything. You know, what did I have? I thought I needed to lose like 30 or 40 pounds, 50, I can't remember. Anyway, I weigh a lot more now than I did when I started that, and although I lost quite a lot of weight in April, because I was quite successful, stuck to it quite well, although not perfectly, and that's part of my issue. That's one of my issues. If it's not perfect, it seems to make it more difficult for me to stick to. Anyway, I'm rambling. I am completely rambling. Basically, I'm on here saying I'm reluctant to say starting again, which is why I said I'm continuing. Basically, I've been trying to stick to raw, as I have mentioned before, for 30 years now, I think. Nearly 30 years. I think the first time I encountered raw food, when my mum lent me a copy of Fit for Life. She actually may have given me a copy of Fit for Life, I think back in 1995. Pretty sure that's when it was. And I've been on and off trying to to do it since then, among a whole load of other attempts at trying to eat a more healthy diet. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm saying. I am rambling, but here I am. I'm starting again, I am starting again. I've gained, as you could probably see, quite a lot of excess fat. I already had quite a lot of excess fat, but I have quite a lot more now. Mainly due to eating a bunch of stuff that is not that beneficial for me. Yeah, I'm a binge eater. I am a food addict. Last night, which was part of the reason why I decided to start today. So I had been in my mind. So I've got a long-term accountability partner, friend over in Georgia, in the US, who I don't know whether she wants me to mention her name, so I won't. I have her, who I have been talking to every week and texting through the weeks. So we've been in touch for probably 20 months or something like that. Well over a year anyway. Maybe 2. God, my memory's awful. It might even be 2 years. But anyway, so I've got her, but more recently I was in touch with another lovely person whose podcast I regularly listen to. Not regularly, I kind of binge listen to it. I have let the episodes build up so that I can then, because I like to listen to things ongoing, I kind of like to have a lot of stuff to listen to. So I've let them build up and then binge listen to them just over the years. So this person asked for fellow ADHD people to contact her who also wanted to, or had been attempting to, stick to a raw diet, because she's had probably similar experience to me in that she's tried to stick to it, stuck to it, fallen off, stuck to it, fallen off, and she wondered if it was to do with her ADHD, and wondered if other ADHD folk had similar experience of trying to stick to raw. So she gave her email address, and I contacted her because, I listened to her podcast particularly because it's like listening to myself talk about the lifestyle quite often. So I got in touch with her, and she has, coming up to 2 weeks now, been texting me every day, every hour of every day, letting me know that she is sticking to raw food. And so I was getting these messages all through my trip to the US, and it's been inspirational. She, just through having the accountability of texting me every hour, she's managed, after years and years of failing or of sticking to it for it, like me, sticking to it for a few days, falling off for a few days, sticking to it for a few days, falling off for a few weeks, sticking to it for a few days or weeks, and then, so she's 2 weeks in and has had nearly a full 2 weeks of raw food, and she has improved dramatically a whole host of health issues that she has. Anyway, while I was away, I was thinking, when I get back, I'll settle in, get over my jet lag, and start doing the same, start sticking to raw food and texting her every hour that I am being successful. because it's just worked so amazingly well for her. And I had been... So yesterday I ate a bunch of crap, a whole load of bread and crisps and chips and cake and ice cream and more crisps. So yesterday I had thought to myself, right, I start raw food on Monday. Not that I had actually even acknowledged in my brain that it was Monday. It was just I had bread in the house. There were other tasty things that I wanted to eat, and I was thinking that I'd get up today, get the bad food out of the way, and then embark on my raw journey the next day. And told my daughter that I was going to do it, and she said, "Oh, why the next day?" She said, "Oh, is it because it's Monday?" And I have never been a diet starts Monday person, ever. I don't believe in Mondays. I don't believe in New Year's days. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I think that every day, every hour, every minute is a chance for a fresh start. I don't think that you have to start things on a Monday or start things on a New Year or start things on the first of the month. I think it's all nonsense. Those are all man-made landmarks, and I've never had time for them. So I thought, oh, that's weird. I've picked a Monday. Anyway, after all my eating last night, it was coming up to bedtime, and as I so often do when I've had a binge, I think, right, I never want to eat that stuff again. I feel so bad. Not guilt or anything, just it makes me feel ugh. And so I thought, why am I waiting till Monday? Why am I going to spend tomorrow doing the same thing to myself as I've done today, and on and off for the past few months? So I went to bed last night and thought, fuck it, I'll start tomorrow. And that's what I'm doing. And it's taken me 12, nearly 13 minutes to express that. Yeah, I'm starting a raw journey today. Raw journey. I hate that expression. I don't know. I'm excuse the camera work. I'm going to eat lots of fresh fruit and vegetables, raw, and I'm going to improve my health. Not only have I gained a pile of weight, and it's not just, I was saying, it's largely because of all the overeating, but my knee has been giving me so much grief. I used to walk nearly an hour a day, every single day, but since February, when I fell down a slippery slope and sat down hard on my foot, bending my knee to a point that it wasn't used to bending, my knee has not been the same. I think I've torn something in my knee joint, and I've been to the doctor at least twice, and they've they poo-pooed and fobbed me off and said, oh, give it time, it'll get better. Well, February to August, I think that's enough time. So I'm going to have to go back to the doctor, because I haven't been walking daily since March. Since February, I've the amount of walking I've been doing has been pitiful. From it, I was walking probably an average of like 7,000 steps before this happened, and since March, I think my averages have been between like 200 and a couple of thousand is the highest that I have walked, and that's not been on a consistent basis. Also, 3 weeks before going to America, I broke a toe, which meant that my walking habit shrunk even further, and this is part of the reason why I've gained quite so much weight, I believe, because I've not been using my body, and in that time my flexibility has diminished, my stamina obviously has diminished. I'm pissed off to be quite as unhealthy as I am right now, especially since fucking summer's coming to an end, and you know, we're about to get into the cosy, lazy months of winter. So I'm not a happy bunny that I'm going to have to gird my loins and force myself in the darker, less active months to be more active. I'm going to have to force myself. Anyway, I am rambling. This was just supposed to be a very quick video saying I'm a raw vegan again. And I'm not going to post daily, not by any stretch. I think that it's a lot of pressure, and my videos are quite boring because they're me rambling on for 16 minutes going on now about nothing. But anyway, here I am, intending to be raw and about to make my breakfast, either a smoothie or an ice cream. I still can't decide. Anyway, I will update irregularly.